Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking about the downsides of modern dating. Now I can say with confidence that during this video a lot of you guys are going to be nodding your head and agreeing with what I'm saying because you've experienced it before. I just feel like dating today, a large part of it is that we enjoy the chase and the thrill that we get from it. You know, the adrenaline rush on the first date, the butterflies that we get to. Before we go any further, there was one thing I was curious about. I was wondering if I have any fans from Korea. The second downfall of dating in the modern world is playing hard to get seems like the norm now. We do this as a defense mechanism so that we don't get hurt. I get it. But from the other side, it's hard to figure out if they are acting nonchalant because they actually have no interest in me or because they think I'm amazing and don't want to seem clingy. Listen. None of us signed up to be a detective or even a mind reader, so stop those games. Anyways, these little mind games that people play, it really grinds my gears. Does anybody else out there hate these mind games that people play? Anybody? No? Just me? Okay, I guess I'm the only weird one then. They're not fun and we've all been there. And I suppose another awkward aspect of dating in the modern world, you know when you get in a relationship with someone, and then obviously you guys are going to be Facebook friends.
I see that you changed your Facebook relationship status already. You're moving too fast. I want to break up.
But the thing is, the person that changes their relationship status first is kind of like the person that says I love you first. In the modern world within dating, the person that changes it first loses the tug of war. Personally, I'm still a firm believer in traditional romance with a meaningful connection. Amos, what's a meaningful connection? Well, I'm glad you asked. It consists of being connected emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. The thing about dating today that's really bothersome is that everything is just for fun, with no strings attached.
Listen. I think that it's cute that you love me, but I'm not looking for anything too serious right now. Sorry.
What about feelings? Feelings! Moving on quickly to the next thing. The only difference between your actions being creepy or romantic is determined by how attractive that other person finds you.
Not Amos again.
And here's a quick tip for my younger viewers. Yeah, the person that only texts you after 1 a.m. couldn't care less about you. A person that respects you and appreciates you will find the time to talk to you when there's still light out. I'm giving you this tip so that you don't learn the hard way. Another inevitable downside of dating these days is that you are never the priority anymore. Whatever happened to just talking to one person that you're romantically interested in? It's pretty rare these days because we have apps like Tinder where you can easily find another shoulder to just cry on. Or even your Instagram where you have 15 guys or girls always hitting on you. And you can just go to them for comfort. Having so many options have also led to an increase in heartbreak. Now let that sink in for a little bit. I call it the buffet dating era. Why? Dating is like looking at a big menu of options. Okay, so the cute guy with a nice smile is boring? No problem. I'll just start talking to the bad boy with tattoos then. I don't know when dating became like dining out, but I don't like it. Not one bit. Even if you have something good going for you, those apps, like Tinder, Snapchat, and all that stuff, they cause you to subconsciously always look for something better. And as a result, we never feel completely satisfied. And something else that's really annoying about dating in the modern world is passive-aggressive arguments. Angry at your boyfriend or girlfriend? How do you cool yourself down? You post a Twitter status or a quote onto Tumblr with a picture of a sunset. That is obviously directed towards him or her indirectly. So instead of talking it out like a civilized person, we choose to do these methods instead when we're upset. Maybe I'm just a little cynical because I've been single for so long, but I'm sure a lot of you guys watching can agree with me. I don't want this video to sound too negative, because at the end of the day, you should know this, that there are good guys and good gals out there. We just have to take a few wrong turns before we arrive at our destination correctly. But Amos, why do we have to take a few wrong turns before we find Mr. Right? or Miss Right. You my Miss Right, Miss Right. Yeah, I kind of do that sometimes. I just randomly break out in singing and dancing. Well, how I see it is that it helps us. How would we appreciate a good spouse if we've never experienced the bad potential ones? There's a statistic that I read somewhere that 80% of the people in our generation have a smartphone, which means texting is the main source of conversation between people these days. Don't get me wrong, texting is very convenient. However, if you're on the other side and you actually like someone, when they take hours or even days to respond, then it's like someone is slowly putting a dagger into your heart. Oh no, I gotta text back right away. Oh gosh. What I'm trying to get at is, if 90% of your communication is through text, then that's a no-go. I don't know, maybe I'm a little weird or old-fashioned, I guess, but I would much rather have 90% of our conversation in person, 8% on the phone, and about 2% through text. Now there's a caveat to that though. If you are in a long-distance relationship, obviously you cannot communicate via in person all the time. So I guess Skype is a good substitute for that. And wait, before I go, I have a call to action for us. I challenge you to live above the influence and not fall victim and convert to the bad side, you know, the dark side of dating in the modern world. Let's choose to be traditional, old-fashioned, and follow a higher sense of a moral compass. Can we do that? Can you promise me you'll do that? And I can almost guarantee you that your future spouse will appreciate you if you live on the higher road, the road less traveled. Well, I'll see you soon. 어떻게 해야 할지 몰라 웃질 않아도